Aberdeen police face their busiest weekend of the year as the city plays host to Scotland's biggest free festival, the Cutty Sark Tall Ships Race. Nearly 100 tall ships crowd into Aberdeen's harbour in preparation for the start of the Tall Ships Race. On the ships, 3,000 crew members aged between 16 and 25 and an estimated 500,000 visitors. During the 4 days of festivities, the city's population almost doubles and police resources are stretched to the limit.
It's by volume of numbers the biggest event we've ever held in Aberdeen. One figure that springs to mind is the bar manager at one of the beer tents further down tells us in the first 2 days of the event they'd sold 80,000 pints of lager in addition to all the other goods that they're selling. So that gives you some sort of estimate if that's one bar who managed to sell that volume of beer. It's certainly been busier today during the day than it was yesterday. So in total we're looking at probably about 500,000 visitors by the end of today. We've a total of 13 constables, 3 sergeants and 1 inspector policing it. So when you take it on a ratio of 500,000 to 13 over the last 3 days, it's incredible how few crimes have actually been reported to us.
Welcome to the Green Patrol briefing for
10 p.m. and Superintendent Mackey briefs the city's green patrols, officers tasked with the difficult job of maintaining public order out on the street.
Normally it's very busy out there on a Saturday night, but as you're all aware, we do in fact have the tall ships in town. This has generated tens of thousands of visitors to the city centre. The city fathers, through the licensing board, have decreed that the 62 public houses within the city centre have all been afforded extensions to their normal permitted hours. So instead of them emptying out at 12 p.m. as they normally would, we're now going to have to contend with the persons within until 2 a.m, which means that we'll have not only the clubs coming out, which normally come out at 2 a.m, but we'll also have all the persons coming out of the public houses in their various states of inebriation.
Have you the number yourself, or do you wish me to pass it over? Okay, go.
Almost immediately, Sergeant Henderson's patrol receives a call. A street fight has broken out on the dockside.
He went for the guy. Come on. I went for him, right? So why have walked out? He's saying that don't point in front of me. Don't you point in front of me? Don't point in front of me.
Wary of the situation escalating as bystanders try to intervene, the 2 men are arrested and taken back to the station.
Okay, don't stand in the front. He's going to okay. Well, if you, I think the best thing you can do is go to Queen Street and give a statement. Okay. So the train has come back. He was telling me.
Well, this is what he says. Okay. Did you see what happened, did you? Well, that's okay.
Sitting there carrying the coffee.
As they are driven back to the station, the 2 men apologetically explain that they were on a stag night and that a slight argument got out of hand. They plead with the officers to release them, promising that there will be no more trouble. They are groom and best man, and the wedding is in a few hours' time.
Stand over here in the corner.
Stand up there.
You turn round, I'll get your cuffs. Put your right hand right over there. Right over to your right hand side.
The men are booked in and later released without charges, in time for the wedding. Aberdeen has one of the most sophisticated CCTV operations in Europe, with 56 cameras covering the centre of the town. As resources are stretched to the limit during the tall ship celebrations, CCTV comes into its own, enabling the officers on patrol to respond quickly to any problems which arise.
Calling UBSL, Bravo 11.
One of the known trouble spots is Windmill Brae, a narrow cobbled street filled with nightclubs and drunken revellers.
What we're going to do here now is when all the clubs come out and all the pubs down about here, there's not enough room in the pavements. All the roads are completely covered with people, so there's 2 officers up here, stopped, closed the road up here. There's another 2 officers down the other end of the road, they block it off. And we'll go down to the centre and move people away, move them up the road, down the road and up the road.
The fashion for drinking the beer out of bottles and things like that, a lot of people still manage to come out with the bottles and they're used as weapons. And people just don't think where they're putting them. They don't wait to put them in a bin or anything like that. They'll just leave them lying around window ledges or on the ground. And they're just ready-made weapons for anybody that's needing them. There's a lot of glass lying around. So it's just one of the things we've got to be very careful about when you're approaching people. If you're holding any form of glass edge, you've just really got to read what they're about.
Pardon?
That's a cool enough choice, that, eh?
I don't know, I never tasted
Finish
it.
it off.
It's alright, you're not finishing it off, I'm going to put it in the bin. Oh well.
As Sergeant Henderson attempts to clear the road for traffic, he is confronted by a man who refuses to move onto the pavement.
Do I look stupid? Do you think I'm going to stand in front of a car?
You let me answer that.
Aye, go on.
I think you know already. On the pavement. Pavement.
Do I really look as if I care?
No, near movement.
No, it doesn't, does it? It's my lucky night. You get your uniform and leave any night you want. Hello.
That's threat.
No, it's not a threat. It's an offer. It's an offer. It's an offer.
Why will you go around making threats?
I'm not making a threat. It's an offer. You're the one that had your fingers in my ribs.
If you do that, you wouldn't
Why do you say something like that?
No, you wouldn't, would you? Because it suits you. Because it suits you, so you wouldn't, would you?
Okay, here's a car, sir.
Does it look as if it's going to hit me? When I'm sitting here.
Just when you're asked to get on the pavement, you help us if you do it, okay?
move off the road, please.
As the crowds begin to clear, a man approaches PC Brown, accusing a young girl of stealing money from him.
Honestly, like, I just came down here because I was so scared. He was like, I'll go and get the police now. I was like, well, get him to come over here.
So what actually happened in your version of events?
We're stopped by a male up there who claims he's handed £20 to his mate, and as he was doing that, this young lady walked past him, took the £20. We've spoken to the girl. She's saying that they were frightening him and accused him of doing this, and they have no idea. There's no idea what happened. The women have searched her. Apparently now they think she's hidden it in her underwear, so we're going to wait and check that. Whether or not she has or not.
Sound. Couldn't live with him. Couldn't live without him.
Glad to hear it.
He's a man. He's a man. He's got to patrol these streets against folk like me.
People like you. It's not that bad though.
Drunkards. We are drunkards. We respect the police.
At least you know it.
Because somebody's got to look after us.
Exactly.
Somebody has.
The girl was searched and found to be completely innocent of the accusation. At 4 a.m. and the van is called to attend the scene of an attempted break-in. The officer, who is already on the scene, suspects that there may be someone still inside the building.
Sure. I think there's a fair chance of he's near alone. There was a call of someone who was breaking in, and a car came along, and as they came along, they found the guy climbing out that window. So he's away up in custody, he's away up to headquarters, and we've just searched downstairs to make sure there's no one else with him. Because we saw him earlier on in the evening with a large crowd of persons we know that would be capable of doing such a thing. So we're just waiting for the key holder to attend and check the rest of the premises. Are we going?
No, they're going to look after this. We'll take one last look round, see city centre squat and stand down.
Another attempted break-in at a local pub. This is the second occasion within a week that they have been called to the premises, and they search for any evidence of the intruder. Sunday morning, and thousands of people line the streets for the Tall Ships Parade. Military bands, Vikings from Shetland and ship's crews parade down Union Street in the centre of Aberdeen. The minimal police presence reflects on the success of the event so far, 2 days before the ships depart. Down at the quayside, thousands of people continue to arrive, and one of the principal tasks of the police is reuniting lost children separated from their parents in the crowds.
Okay, what's your name? Mark Wood. Mark Wood. How old are you, Mark? 12. You're 12. And who are you with?
My mum.
Yes. What's her name?
She was supposed to be picking up
Okay.
at 4:30.
4:30.
Yeah.
Where was she picking you up?
Gate 4.
Gate 4. Okay. What's your mum's name?
Trisha Wood.
Yeah, get someone to give it a shout for you. Hello, it's a police control here. We've got Mark Wood with us. He's aged 12 and he's lost his mum. Trisha Wood.
The message for Patricia Wood. Patricia Wood, would you please come to the police office where my son Mark Wood, we meant to make you a gate 4 at 4:30. He's now turned up at 6 o'clock at the police office.
We've had about 103 missing children since over the last 3 days, and I'm glad to say that every one of them has so far been handed back to its parents.
Back on Green Patrol, Sergeant Henderson and his team have been called to assist an officer in distress. A policewoman has been seriously injured, and as they follow the arresting officers back to the station, more trouble erupts.
There's obviously somebody fighting in the back of that van the raid's going in at, so we'll go in and give them a bit of hand in case they've got problems. Okay, just keep them there a minute. Keep them there. Okay.
Right, is no.
Right.
Don't move! Face the front!
7964. Could I get his number, please? 7964.
You can get the number later on. Okay.
Pardon?
You can get the number later on.
I just want his number 7964, please, right? Good me in the van, man. I'm telling you. Well order, man. I'm not joking. Look at my. Just please tell me to let go of my wrist.
Just calm down.
If you let me go of my wrist, please.
There's no way you're being let go.
Just calm down.
If you let go of my wrist, please.
No.
I hope you get us some calm down,
Wait,
man.
hold on, calm down. Then I spit blood all over the place. You've got a cut in your mouth, okay?
I know. I didn't have it before.
Well, then I spray blood over the place. Just calm. If you calm down, they'll relax on you. Okay?
Sorry, Sergeant.
So just calm down.
Sorry.
Okay.
Right, sorry.
So the easiest thing to do is just calm down.
Right,
You'll get booked in. Everything will be okay.
Right, sorry,
Okay.
Sergeant.
Right. Okay.
As long as you get it down camera, because I'm
Look, there's a camera up there.
That's good.
Okay.
Because I didn't have any bruises, I didn't have any cuts, I didn't have Paul when I was walking down the
Okay,
road.
right, calm down, you're getting yourself wound
No,
up again.
I'm just saying.
Right, okay.
Please.
If you've got a complaint, it can be
Yes.
seen about later on.
Well,
Just cool it just now.
asking.
Be okay with the other one out there, yeah?
Stop! You can get the numbers.
Standing there, look at me. Whoa!
The man was subsequently charged with resisting arrest and assaulting an officer. Back on the streets, they are called to a dispute at a taxi rank. When they arrive, the situation has calmed down.
How you doing?
Sergeant Henderson retrieves the man's watch from the road.
It's your watch.
I'm warning you.
Is that your watch? Okay, right. You okay?
Come on, keep on coming now,
Okay. All things are quiet. This is usually the flare-up point just now with the taxi ranks. Folks start in the taxi ranks waiting for a queue to get lifted. But it's fairly quiet just now. We'll leave the guy here meantime. The CCTV watch him just now, so the thing quietens down and there's no more trouble. He'll go home in a taxi and that'll be finished with.
Back at Windmill Brae, the clubs are emptying out. And once again, Sergeant Henderson and his team seal off the road from traffic. It's the eve of the tall ship's departure, and the success of a trouble-free festival adds to the good humour.
I'm sure I could carry you, but I'm not going to.
Please.
I'm sorry, I can't do it just now.
Please.
Too busy just now.
You're not, you're just watching
I'm
people.
standing here watching, making sure everyone's behaving, you see.
But my feet are too sore. I might start a fight because my feet are too sore.
I wouldn't do that. There's no point in doing that. That's terrible.
I don't even know the boy and I punched him in the face for no reason.
Is that right?
Yes. But I've
It
seen
must have
someone.
happened a while ago, though.
Yeah, it was a silly old man with bald hair. Policeman.
You be hit, Green Bravo ambulance call over.
A youth has collapsed in the street, cracking his head on the cobbles. Police want him to stay conscious.
Over and split his head open. He's conscious, but we'll need an ambulance here ASAP over. Okay, right. What's his name? Scott. Scott. No, Scott. Scott. Scott, you okay? You banged your head. Okay, what's your name? What's your name? Scott. Okay. Okay. No, just leave him just now. Okay. Leave Bravo over. Roger, thanks.
Scott, just stay exactly where you are until the ambulance boys comes, alright? You've got a bit of a knock in the head, we can see we've got blood, but you look alright.
Keep speaking, okay? Keep speaking.
Speaking to me.
Where you been tonight?
You there?
Scott, still breathing. Scott! Scott, can you keep speaking to me, please? Scott! Scott! Scott, wakey, wakey, keep speaking. Scott! You've got a first aid kit. You've got a first aid kit in advance. Scott! Just a... Scott! Just you can... Scott! Aye! Scott! Scott! Keep speaking! Scott! Come on! Come on! Keep speaking!
His friend is anxious about a previous head injury.
Oh, he must have just fallen down his head walking across the road. Okay, can you give the history to the hospital when you go up there? Because he's obviously making it. He's not going to say a lot just now.
Listen, head injuries bleed quite a lot, okay? The look often's quite severe, alright? The bleed a lot, because there's obviously naked tissue.
Has he had a fair bit to drink tonight?
Just the usual, isn't it?
Aye, roughly the same as yourself. Aye, okay.
Just yeah, that's all, isn't it?
Scott!
Can you move away from him?
It's alright, it's all good.
Okay. Keep away. He's just come straight back onto the back of his head. Come round the back of the ambulance just now. Just come round the back, aye.
I wouldn't be here soon.
Yeah, well the ambulance is here. Okay.
I saw Scott. Come on, Scott. I've got all my fucking shit.
Fortunately, the injury was not as serious as it appeared, and after spending the night in hospital, he was allowed to return home.
Okay. Roger, regarding the call to Windlebray, 9136 has details. One male off to hospital, was semi-conscious, doesn't appear to be too serious, over.
Roger, thanks.
Tuesday afternoon, and the tall ships make their way out of Aberdeen Harbour for the first leg of the race to Trondheim, just 150 miles outside the Arctic Circle. After 4 days of festivities and 400,000 visitors, Aberdeen police can stand down and return to normal duties.